When I go for a meal, I choose a piece of meat, some vegetables, and rice so that I have a balanced meal. And you may notice it's artistically arranged. But when it comes to a feast, and dishes are aplenty, and 60 people sit down all at once to have a meal on banana leaf, is that considered art? Issa is a conceptual artist who believes a large-scale meal to feed 60 can be art. His preparation leading up to this banquet and the meal itself is his way of celebrating diversity. To top this, the recipe is 400 years old and he is preparing it from memory.
I met this old lady who shared the recipe and the story with us of the war happening long time ago, because we are talking about Lankasuka and the war between Lankasuka and Siam, and then she started talking about this recipe called nasi gunung.
Nasi gunung is also known as mountain rice. Now this feast is tradition from the ancient kingdom in North Malay Peninsula known as Lankasuka. Issa has been planning this meal for months. The past few days, he and his team who came in specially from Malaysia have been cooking up a storm. When the Malay Heritage Centre announced the meal as part of the festivities for Art Week, immediately 60 places were snapped up. I'm lucky to be here to be able to partake of this historic feast.
We are inviting audience to take part in the Nasi Gunung feast, and before that, that's actually preceded by a workshop where he will take a select group and they will help him with the preparation of what is essentially a banquet. There's plating and there is a specific arrangement of the dishes. Now, of course, to a layperson, they might think that this isn't exactly art, it's cooking, it's eating. But if we think about it, what does art do? It's creating a space where perhaps people can take some time to think about certain issues or reflect upon circumstances of society or even the human condition. And I think for Issa, that very much characterizes his artistic practice because all of it is centered around human interaction.
What's fascinating about it, besides the variety of ingredients and assortment of tastes, is how the dishes are placed. This is a great feast, but from a different angle, it's actually a map. Now the rice is a mountain, the vegetables you see here is actually the jungle, and the coconut husk is the coast of the island. Now after discussing all these military tactics, what do? They eat the meal to prevent it from being leaked out, and it's all kept inside here. From the special batik tablecloth to the carefully cut banana leaf and selection of each complementing dish, it is a labour of love and literally a melting pot of cultures which is going to make this meal uniquely Singaporean. Well, great food in front of me. Enla, Yasmin, wish you were here. Bon appetit, or as we here in Singapore say, Jumpo, let's all eat. Come on, let's eat, let's eat.